Well, welcome to the beginning of Term 4, and once again we've enjoyed an incredibly positive start to the term for our students. Opportunities have been in abundance for our students over the last holiday period, with a group of 59 Year 8 students heading to Timber Creek to spend an immersive experience in the culture of the traditional owners of that area and to come back with a unique insight into the culture of First Nations people across Australia. We also had a group heading to Timor-Leste as part of the Teachers for Timor, and having them teaching young Timorese children in the class was an eye-opening experience for them, which they will remember for the rest of their lives. I was fortunate to join a group of 10 Year 10 students in Nairobi, Kenya for the International Round Square Conference 2023. I'm indebted to Jill Coote and Mark Warwick, who led those students through a 16-day experience which they will remember for the rest of their lives, and was almost like a United Nations type experience with 160 schools represented from around the world. We're looking forward to all of the opportunities that our students have throughout this term, and I look forward to sharing some of those with you. Well, we could not have been more proud of our Year 12s than when they graduated last Thursday evening. We had the Leavers Eucharist, where symbolically our preps hand them a tree as a sign of their growth throughout the years at school and their continuing growth beyond Ballarat Grammar. And then their graduation ceremony itself in the evening, and there were very few dry eyes by the time they had processed across the stage to the sounds of Highland Cathedral. We were delighted, just as our current Year 12s have graduated, to welcome the next crop of leaders to the senior school with the guardians and house captains appointed, and we congratulate them all. But of course, that's just the beginning, with every single Year 12 seen as a leader across our school, and so many leadership roles yet to be appointed, be it in sport, the arts, or so many other areas. Our senior students have also been flourishing in the arts with their performances, and also in the sporting arena with so many premierships, but one particularly notable one was of course Ross Sullivan, who retires after 42 years of dedicated service to Ballarat Grammar and winning his 8th consecutive premiership for the senior volleyball team. And in fact, it's probably easier to count the number of premierships he hasn't won in the last 20 years than to do it the other way around. And then we look to the exams and supporting our Year 12s in all that they're doing over the next month before their final valedictory dinner, and our Year 11s who have just begun their exams today with the English exam and will proceed through those over the next fortnight. Well, I'm in the junior school, and you can hear behind me the Year 1s enjoying the Ninja Warrior course as a bit of a break to their classroom activities. It's been a really impressive time for our Year 6s in the junior school, who completed their exhibition at the end of last term, covering an incredible array of inquiry projects, which they then shared with members of the junior school and their families. They saw this as the culmination of all of their learning throughout the junior school, and it really showcased their independence as young learners and their brilliance in the area of inquiry. The Year 3s are on camp this week at Cryal Castle and enjoying the unit linked to that, and our Year 2s are working with our grounds team to develop a biology unit, and of course the excitement's building towards the junior school production with rehearsals underway now as we speak. That production will be towards the end of this term. Watch our social media pages for a link to get your tickets to this unmissable show. Well, I'm standing at the Hines Centre, which is of course the home of our Year 9s usually, but half of them are at city site, so it's unusually quiet. And another group again is on the Year 9 expedition, which is the approximately 2-week journey for our Year 9s to get to city site through mountain, bush, river, and an exceptional experience for them all. We're very proud of our middle school students who held the Round Square Fete, which raised approximately $3,000 for those in Zimbabwe who go without pure water, and this project will contribute to the purification of water for young people in Zimbabwe through the Round Square network of schools. Our middle school students are also excited about the possibility of participating in the Tidewater project, which occurs at the end of this year and continues our long-standing partnership founded all those years ago by John Daniels and continuing strongly now and into the future. We're very grateful to those staff who will accompany our students to Thailand, but also all of those staff who give up time in their holidays to accompany students and give them these extraordinary opportunities to participate in trips across Australia and abroad. I'm here in the beautiful Seed with our director of the Seed, Corin Naylor. Corin, welcome. And I wanted to talk to Corin because the Seed has been recognised as a finalist in one of Victoria's most significant early years awards. Corin, tell us about the award.
Yes, so we have been named as finalists of the Victorian Early Years Award, and it was something that we had a department representative approach us at a conference earlier this year that Tamara and I were presenting at, and just suggested to us that we nominate the Seed for this award. And I said to her at the time, that's not something we not tend to do. We don't put our hands up for these sorts of things. We do these things because it's the right thing to do, and it's best practice. So we applied for this award, and we found out in September that we've been successful as finalists.
So congratulations to you and to the Seed, because it's all encompassing. It's everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. It's a team effort, and it really is just celebrating the work we've been doing on our professional learning over the last few years.
None of us are surprised that the Seed's been recognised in this way, but tell us a little bit more about the award and what it recognises. Professional learning and...
It's professional learning, but it's about teaching and learning practices. And with a focus on intentionality, which has been our overarching theme for the last 2 years.
What a great honour for the Seed to be a finalist. We wait with bated breath for the award ceremony in November, but know that regardless of the outcome of these awards, Corin, we congratulate you and all of the Seed staff on this incredible recognition. Congratulations.
Thank you, Adam.
Well, excitement continues about our capital works projects across the school, with the Borders courtyard coming together superbly, and over the coming months that'll provide a recreational focus for our boarding students. The bathrooms in Woodbridge are about 50% of the way to completion. We've got rooms to be refurbished in Wygon, heat treatment units in Wygon and Hayho, a bike shed being built for Wygon, and a new assistant head of house residence for Wygon as well. At the front, as you come in, you might notice that the gardens on either side of Gate B have been refurbished, which again is just further credit to our grounds team. And all of these works being undertaken by our operations team, again, is a tribute to them. You may have noticed from the road that the lift shaft has been added to the Rintel building, and steel structure will shortly follow. We are incredibly grateful to all of those who have donated or contributed to that project and the Grampians project for your generous support of these important projects for our school. In the Hine Centre, we've got new decking, and in the Seed, a new lift now connects the ground floor to the first floor, enhancing accessibility throughout that building. Well, we finish by wishing our Year 12s every success for those exams that are pending, or for those who have moved straight into apprenticeships or into work. We wish them every future success in life, and those who enter tertiary studies next year, we wish them all the very best as well. We are excited for our students who move in about 3 weeks' time into the Head Start program, because we know how much benefit this has brought our current Year 12s in adding to the amount of time they've got for revision, but also to keeping our students focused as they begin their next step in their educational journey before the year's end. We look forward to seeing you at some of our upcoming end-of-year events, and wish you and your family a great Term 4 ahead.